All right, so welcome back. We are doing problem number 3 for 6.3, and it gives you all these directions, and they sound like confusing. So let's just read. So in Math 2, we learned how to find the arc length of a portion of a circle. So really quick, arc length goes like this. So it's the greens, like this green arc right here. The best way for me to describe it is it's the pizza crust of the piece that you're eating. Right? It's the pizza crust of the piece that you're eating, right? So what it really is if you were a tiny little ant, it's how far you walked. Okay, so normally when we're measuring length, it's linear. But because this is circular, then it's called arc length, right? Because you're really measuring the length of an arc, right? So it's measured in the intercepted arc. Intercepted arc just means it's the pizza crust. The arc length is actually how long the pizza crust is. Like if you stretched it out or if you used a tape measure to measure it, right? And so we can find the fraction of the circle using n over 360. So you're really just using a proportion. You're using proportional reasoning. So what fraction of the circle is this? And then you're going to multiply it by your circumference. So that's what this formula is right here, or these two are, right? So the way we're going to do this is we're going to go like this. We're going to write our formula, which is just n over 360 degrees times 2 pi r. Okay. And the way we're going to do this is we say, okay, well, what is n? N is the angle. N is the angle that it opens up to. So see, this is a book, it's closed, and you open it up to that certain angle. So it's 135 degrees. And as soon as this guy catches up, we will see what the formula that I wrote. There it goes. So then we just replace this with 360. Oh, sorry. So with 135 degrees, and then so divided by 360 times 2, which is 2, pi, which is a number as well, and then r is 135. Oh, sorry. R is the radius of that circle. So here's my r in this case. It's times 12. And whatever that answer is, so r is 12, right? Whatever that is, when I plug it all in, that's my answer. So I go like this: 135 divided by 360 times, and then 2 pi, and then radius, which is times 12. So, Ms. Shelton, do you need to change this to degrees? No, because you're not calculating anything with sine or cosine. So there's my answer. It's 28.27 centimeters. So if you were a tiny little ant, you just walked 28.27 centimeters. Does that make sense? So this is about 28.27 centimeters is your answer. So moral of the story here is just, for this one, I feel like it's remembering what means what. So they just wanted you to find the proportion of the circle. So it makes sense, like if you look at this one, that you're like, oh, this is easy. This is just divided by 4 because it's a fourth of the circle. Or where did you get that? Well, right here it says 90 degrees. And if you take 90 and divide it by 360, you actually get 1/4, right? So that's where they get that proportion from. This is 1/4. And then you would just multiply it by your circumference, and then you're pretty much done. Very good.